Hello.
Hi. I guess we are complete. So I'm going. Hi guys. How are you doing today? Are you doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, people. So today is Friday. Please turn off your mics. Turn off your mics for the time being, because there's a lot of echo. Maria, I need you to turn off your mic. Up here on the upper part, you got the icons below the camera. You have to silence your mic. Okay. All right. So that I can at least make go through the introduction. Maria Alba, please turn off your microphone. It's still on.
Okay.
There is no silent icon yet. It should show the silent icon. Okay. So today is Friday, October the 12th, and we will be discussing parts 3 and 4 of the CAE exam. As for part 3 of the exam, I will be having you guys working in pairs, okay, to do some collaboration. And the objective is to use language to discuss, okay, in order to agree, disagree, or agree to disagree with somebody else's opinion. Let me shut this off. And I'm going to start looking for new prompts. So, like this guy who came up on your video set, you will be working in pairs, okay? You have to work together to agree or disagree. You have to listen to your partner. And if your partner is maybe going off on a tangent and not talking about what he was asking to talk about, then you can tell him to come back on track and try to keep control of the situation. Uh, so we're gonna get started with this one, but before that, I'm going to call attendance. So you say present, okay? Maria Gregoria Alba,
Present.
Lady Patricia Cáceres,
Present.
who is Lady?
Tell me, teacher.
Lady Patricia Cáceres,
Present. I am here.
okay. Brian Andrés Felipe, Brian Chaparro, Julie Paola Rubiano, and Eliana Andrea Guerra.
Aquí estoy.
Okay. So, uh, you answer in Spanish. You're supposed to answer in English, Eliana. Eliana,
Yes, teacher.
remember that you have to interact in English. So I'm going to get started with you, Ediana. So this is for you and Brian, the two of you. What is the, you're going to be discussing this question. What is the appeal or what is the attraction of these jobs? You can choose, you're not going to start talking about all of them at the same time. Give your opinion about one, maybe the politician's job or the job of a surgeon, and then you ask the other person what he or she thinks about it, and then you start some kind of interaction. Okay. So Eliana, you begin. You choose one and start talking about trying to answer the question. And we will be doing this for 1 minute. One, two, three. Now. Maria, you need to
Sorry.
start your microphone.
What is the question again?
You have the question on the screen. No, not yet. Okay, sorry.
No.
No. Maria, please, your microphone. Shut it off. Maria, I need you to shut your microphone. Okay. So you guys, you go. Diana and Brian. 1, 2, 3. The question says, can you see the question?
Yes.
Okay, what is the appeal or the attraction of each of these jobs?
Each of the 5 jobs or one?
Only one, but I just asked Eliana to get started. Eliana, you get started. Go ahead. Eliana.
Okay. The teacher is the preparation the teach at the students, the school, university, and who is the person's um, eh, um, the person that helps people and define the truth. Um, uh,
Where is the noise coming from? I don't know, like the children in the back. Eliana, is it you?
no,
Or Brian, is it you?
Yes. What was the question?
No, I'm just wondering all the noise. Where is the noise coming from? Like children talking in the back. There are children talking and laughing and I don't know, like.
Oh
Okay.
yes, there are children, but I cannot make this lecture in another site.
So the children are coming from your place
Yes.
and you cannot tell them to be quiet?
Yeah.
Please try to. Ah, yes, the noise is coming from him. Okay. Okay, Brian. Try to activate the microphone again, please. Okay, go ahead. So the idea is this. So we have this question. What is the appeal of each of these jobs? I want you to interact with Diana, both of you. So why do you think, for example, people might be interested in becoming a teacher? So why would some people like to be football players instead? Or why
Okay.
would people would choose to be a politician rather than a surgeon? But you have to give your point of view and then you discuss it with the other person, okay? So Ediana was talking about a teacher. I didn't understand very much what Ediana was saying. Ediana, actually, I would like you to repeat. Maybe I hadn't explained myself very clearly. You have to explain why people might feel attracted to becoming a teacher. Go ahead, Tatiana. Diana, one more time. Diana. I'm going to silent Brian for the time being. Wait up.
It's attractive the jobs. For example, the teacher is I think that is teaching. At the youths is to help the persons at the soccer football player at the politician.
No,
I
that's no. Excuse me, Diana. You don't have to answer the question in that way. Actually, I told you at the very beginning, it's not that you have to talk about the five of them at the same time. No. Answer the question only for one. What is the attraction of each of these jobs? But let's start by, you chose the teacher. So why? Why are people interested in becoming a teacher? Go ahead. Okay. Then let me try then. Lady Cáceres, are you there? Lady. Lady Patricia.
Yes, teacher, I am here.
Okay, try to answer the question and then you're going to interact with Brian. So what is the appeal of each of these jobs? Choose one and give your point of view.
Because contributes to the formation of people and help to uphold a society, can teach others and create for the life. The teacher have the function of education and provide tools to grow up better.
Lady Patricia, can you please activate your camera? I need to see you. And Ediana too, please activate your cameras. I need you to be on camera.
teacher, my we don't have it.
So try
Sorry.
to answer the question, Ediana. Lady Patricia, and Ediana too on camera. If you're not on camera, it's like you are gone, like you're not present. Go ahead, Ediana. Lady, once again, about the teacher. Why are people interested in becoming teachers?
Like
Lady, you have to activate your microphone. I'm not listening to you. But with the camera. If you have to have the camera on and the microphone, both of them at the same time. Answer the question. Why? What is the attraction of each of the job of a teacher? What is the attraction of the job of a teacher? Because that's the one you chose. Go ahead.
teacher is contribute to knowledge
It's not working. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you, Lady Patricia. You have a 0. I'm going to start like that. Ediana, go ahead. Ediana, please. What is the appeal of the job of a teacher? Ediana. Ediana, please. What is the appeal of the job of a teacher? Please turn on the mic, the video.
I feel it beats me count. Lo escucho entrecortado.
I need you to activate your video, please. Eliana, activate your camera.
Teacher, my computer no have camera.
You need a camera because I need to know who am I talking to. You might be placing somebody else to talk for you. You could be having someone talking for you. So I need to know who am I dealing with, you know? You can even log on from a phone. Every single phone has a camera. Brian, I'm so sorry.
The
Uh,
question, right?
okay, the same question. What do you think? What do you have to say?
The teacher is a very grateful profession because the teachers are forming our future, our children, and they need to be very kind to his students because motivation is very important while teaching.
Yes,
The,
yes, Brian, excuse me. But the question is different. Why are people interested in becoming in to studying or to be informed in order to perform any of these occupations? That's the way I see it, and that's what the question is asking you guys. What is the attraction of each of these jobs?
no,
I don't want you to describe the job of a teacher or the job of a judge. Why people are attracted to these occupations? So why did you say, for example, in the first place, I want to be a teacher and not a bus driver? Or why did you choose to become a police officer and not a teacher? You know what I mean? So go ahead.
yes, the first obviously attraction of being a teacher is the money because teachers gain a lot of money per year and they can live some in some commodity. And next,
Oh, okay, Brian, I kind of disagree with you, because yes, some people
but
might think of
for
for some people it might be a way of making a living, of making some money, but you don't really make money by being a teacher. Like, you don't get any rich by being a
but
teacher.
you ask it the attractions.
Oh yes, okay, so money, but you can make more money being a football player, don't you think?
Yes,
So all of us earn money in different degrees. Some earning more money than others. Yes, without take rule out money.
okay,
Try to focus your answer in a different way. I'm just trying to help you. Okay,
okay,
so go ahead.
okay. Being a teacher can be a personal development for oneself and make more social interactions, how to manage children, and more of that.
Okay,
You can learn a lot through being a teacher.
okay. And ask another person in the group what they think about it.
Uh, what's the name of Maria? What do you think about being a politician?
And the politician, and the politician. I think that the politician can put in order and problems or the problem of the people. Uh, uh, they can to be able uh,
No, they can't to be able.
that
No, they are able.
they are able to support the states and resolve problems of the people of the one country.
Okay. Now, Maria, ask another person a question.
One question.
No, about this. Throw the towel to another one.
The football player.
For whom? For whom? For me, for Lady, for Brian again, for Ediana.
For Diana. Diana,
Okay, Ediana.
do you think about the soccer players in your department?
No. In your department, no. No, look, based on this, what is the appeal of the job of a football player? Okay, Eliana.
Okay, teacher. I don't think the attractiveness of the Beijing and soccer player is that they many much money and funny and play soccer. I have fans. I have a lot of fans and the children and the and your and your seguidores, excuse me, as the followers.
Mhm.
Followers principal is the children's boys and Juventus, the teens, the adults. That's that's like this sport.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eliana, one question. This is our third session. Were you with us the last two? Were you present the first and the second?
Not understand the question, teacher.
Today we are meeting for the third time. Were you present during the first and the second sessions? Were you here last Friday?
No entiendo.
Were you with us last Friday here? I mean, I'm double checking attendance. So my question is,
Teacher,
were you with us last Friday, the 5th, and on the 28th of September? Ediana, were you present on the 28th of September and on the 5th of October? Last two
Ah,
Fridays?
en la clase pasada no estuve presente.
In English.
The last classes have not present.
I was absent. Yes, you were absent last class. That's why you haven't trained that much. Okay, so you were on the 28th of September with us right here, okay? The 28th, yes, or weren't you either? Let me check here. Okay. You were present on the first. You were present on the first, not the second. Okay. And Brian was present the same thing. The first, not the second, the third. And Maria Gregoria, she's been present all the time. And Lady Patricia, what about you?
I have present in the two last class.
Okay. Now, Lady Patricia,
Yes,
Why could be people interested in becoming a surgeon? So what is the appeal of the job of a surgeon?
the people can interested in be a surgeon because the money and the prestige,
Prestige?
the prestige that this career obtain, and because help the people, this and a career vocation for yes for this for the money and the prestige.
Okay, so you have these key points: money, prestige, and vocation. What
Yes,
about vocation?
vocation for help people.
They've got to have the vocation for helping people, because also because they are interested in earning money, and because this is an occupation that offers you some kind of prestige.
Yes, in the
So
society is a
yes, yes, saying that you are a doctor is better than saying that you are, let's say, a taxi driver or a bus driver, right?
yes, in the society the doctors can very prestige.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Very well.
Thanks.
What was the problem with your microphone before then?
No sé, hubo un corte en la comunicación.
Because now you're doing pretty well.
Yes, a problem with the connection.
Okay, thank you. Now, I have a message here from Julie Paola. She's been asking for help, but I don't know. Let me write to her. First, she was excusing herself because there was some problem in her municipality. I don't know, but okay. Here, let's go back to this. All right, thank you. Now, Brian, with you one more time. Let's think
Yes.
of a different occupation. What is the appeal of the job of a politician? But mention other than money. I know that politicians are greedy and they think nothing but money. Some
Okay.
other reason.
Okay. Because politicians can make a good job with the nation or with the department or with the municipality. The politician also can bring a lot of prestige. Can take a lot of prestige. The politician can also be very popular.
Yes, it's a way of becoming popular.
Yes,
Politicians are very well known in every city. I mean, in the city where they are, the cities that they are working for, they get
yes. But
really.
sometimes they can be bad governors or something very corrupt.
Repeat, please.
Sometimes they can go in the wrong way, being corrupt, being bad governors.
Oh yes, yes. All right. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Brian.
Okay.
Now let's look for another one. Okay, right here. What might people have to consider when making these decisions?
Me, Brian?
No. Maria Gregoria, what might
Teacher.
people have to consider when making these decisions? Moving to another country, starting a family, choosing a university, finding a job, and or getting married. You only have to choose one. You don't have to talk on the five of them. Go ahead and try to interact with Lady Patricia. So Lady Patricia is going to pay attention to what you say, and Lady Patricia is going to agree or disagree with your point of view. Just like I was interacting with Brian when Brian said that well, that is only money, about money for people getting interested in becoming teachers. So now answer this question: what might people have to consider when making these decisions? But you choose the last part.
Um, moving to another country.
Okay, what kind of decisions might a person have to consider in that case?
Uh, well, I think when someone moving to another country is because this person has one opportunity, uh, a good opportunity in other city. Also, I think that one person moving another country because the person want know other cultures, um, also the people uh, moving to another country cause
Oh,
for studying, for study and specialization.
so that's what you
Teacher,
think, that's what you consider, that's what you consider people have to consider when moving to another country? It's like the reasons. I mean, no, yeah, like what factors do they have to consider when deciding to move to another country? For example, you
um,
have to consider the fact that you are going to live in a different culture. You have to consider the factor that you will have to leave some people that you love behind, things like that, you know? So, Lady Patricia, what do you have to say about getting married?
When a people get married,
No, when people.
when people get married, is considering the kind of person with they stay.
Listen, when people want to get married, they have to consider what kind
When,
of people they are going to get married to, or who they have to consider first of all who they are going to marry, because you cannot just marry anyone. Okay, so please try to be careful with your grammar, because you cannot start like when a people is plural, I singular. So how come can you say when a people? No way, not acceptable here. Okay, so once again,
okay,
1, 2, 3.
the person have considered the kind of person with they are, and this for any and I think the love is important in a relationship because it's a basis of the construction a family or a stable relationship.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, you have to consider first of all, according to your opinion, the kind of person you are going to marry. Because
yes,
if you're going to pick to marry with someone you don't share things in common, it's going to be very difficult that you get along well with that person, first of all. And you have to consider love. If you don't really love that person, why are you going to marry him or her? So I agree
yes,
with you. I agree with you. So what are the key points of uh, that you are basing your response on? These two, love and the kind of person that you are going to marry with. Okay. Now,
yes.
Brian, what might people have to consider when when making the decision of finding a job?
Finding a job first for all, his own business, his own financial situation. Also, what kind of profession he or she can take. And next to this are the, how we say it,
Salary.
salary. Okay, the salary that will be paid, and how this can benefit his personality or his own family.
Okay. Yeah. For example, other factors you have to consider distance. So how far is it from the place where you live? You have to consider fringe benefits, like are you getting compensations like uh, vacation time? Are you getting paid for medical and pension insurance, things like that? So you have to consider many things when finding a job. Okay, now, Eliana, what might people have to consider when starting a family?
Okay, teacher. I am think that's a start a family
Why
because
are you saying I am think? What is the meaning of I am think?
I don't think.
You have to say, in my opinion, I think. I am think? No. Why
Okay,
are you saying I am think? You are using two verbs, I am and think. You only say one, I think. You don't have to use two unless you're using present progressive. I'm thinking, but when you give your opinion, you use the verb in simple present. I think. What do you think about something? It's like, what's your opinion? Different from what are you thinking about something in this moment? What are you thinking of this class? Is this class too stressful? Is the teacher, like getting out of his clothes because students struggle with language? So what are you thinking? Different from I think. I think. So in my opinion, I think that. Repeat, please. In my opinion,
my opinion,
I think,
I think,
I think.
I think,
For you to, you have to begin by pronouncing think correctly. I mean, look,
I think
no,
because you want to have a company, an stable relationship with
okay.
another person, have children, full dreams, is a step very important in the life is the any person, in my opinion.
Okay, but it says for starting a family. Other
Uh,
factors that you have to consider.
um,
For example, Eliana, you have to consider where to go. Because if you don't have like a place where to go, where are you going to start your family? In your mother's house? In your parents' house? I don't think so. So if you want to start a family, first of all, you have to think, where are you going to go? Do you have a new place? Do you have an apartment or a house where you can, start your family? You have to consider like both of you are working on a regular basis. That's my opinion, but you might have a quite different opinion. Okay, I'm simply trying to help you. All right.
okay,
So
teacher.
again, Eliana, what might people have to consider when choosing a university?
Okay. Um,
Quickly, off the top of your head, don't think too much. What do you think you have to consider when you're choosing a university?
for the study the study one and career study and career university. important.
For example, Eliana, when choosing a university, I
Yeah.
think there are several factors you have you have to say like this, you know, like when choosing a university, I think that there are several factors that you have to consider. For example, you have to consider the status of the university. Is this university really good academically? You have to consider the money factor, you know, how much is tuition at this university? Can I get the same offer at another university for a lower price? Is this how far is this university from where I live? Will I have to move to another city? Do they offer a good program that is officially validated and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, so finally, Diana, what might people have to consider when getting married, in your opinion?
Um, I think, in my opinion, I think have an stable relationships, get new things together with other person.
Mhm.
Uh, is
Listo.
okay.
I was just talking to my mother. Okay. Uh, what you said that you have to consider what like um, uh, that you're going to start a new relationship. What was it? What was it that you said? Eliana, please repeat to me.
Excuse me.
Repeat, please. Your answer.
Um, having an stable relationships, getting the new things together,
Getting
um,
what?
with another person.
You
Uh,
mentioned
the,
stable.
the step very important in the life of a person.
Mm, I still don't have it clear. Mention three factors. Three factors you have to consider when getting married and no more. Tell me the three factors, like the three key points. You say number one this, number two this, and number three this. Go ahead. Eliana.
Three factor.
Yes. What might people have to consider when getting married? Give me three key points or three factors.
Mm,
Don't you remember that we had already answered this question? Like there was, I don't know, Lady Patricia was talking about it before. Please, three factors that any person might have to consider when getting married. Lady Patricia, could you repeat?
Yes, I think the factor is the love,
Okay, first factor, love. Okay. Number
and the
two,
two is the kind of person,
okay.
the qualities of the person.
The qualities of the person you are going to marry. Okay.
Yes,
And what
and the
else?
number three, the things uncommon. Yes,
Yes,
inter-
similarities, commonalities, similarities. Okay.
yes,
Okay, maybe commonalities. What you guys have in common? That's what you have to do, Ediana. And then when you have these things, these basic things clear, then you can start talking and talking and talking. Okay. So the last one, Ediana. What might people have to consider when finding a job? 3 things. Diana, go ahead.
Okay, teacher. My opinion, I think, is because you need money. Is um
Yes.
uh, he wants to
So,
work
so you have to,
what
okay,
enough.
Diana, then you have to consider the salary. So that's the first thing, salary. Is the salary good? Is it well paid? Okay, is it well paid or badly paid? So that's something you have to consider. Okay, salary. What else? Number 2.
He wants to work on what the norms. Mm,
What is that? Repeat, please.
uh, he wants experience. It's very important this moment. Um,
Is the experience good? Okay, experience. No more
yes,
experience. Salary, experience, and another one.
yes, no
Bri-
more.
Brian was talking about it. Another one, Brian.
And the distance that you need to run and
Yes, distance. So how far is it? Distance. There are people that, for example, have to travel from one city to another city to go to work. You know? So,
but I think that is bad.
hmm?
I think that is bad.
What is bad?
And travel from one city to another is very costly.
Yes, it's complicated. Most basically here in Colombia, you know. But for example, I have a friend and he's in Japan, and he has to travel from Kyoto to Kobe. Kobe is a city by the ocean, and Kobe is like in the center of Japan, and he has to travel to Kobe every day to go to work. So it's like traveling from Bucaramanga to Cartagena every day to go to work. But they can do it just like this because they have very fast trains.
How
But
many
here it will, huh?
how many hours does he spend on each travel?
2 hours in each way, going like
That's a lot.
4 hours going back and forth. So that's why he gets up at 4 a.m. in the morning, so that he can be at 8 sharp at 7. Yes, but to be at work at 7. So
Okay.
that's hard. But sometimes you have to travel to another city. So well, the point is that you have to consider distance as well. Like, how are you going to get to work? Are you going to get there by bus, by motorcycle, by train, or will you have to walk? Is it within walking distance? Then you have to consider all those things. So that was my point. Okay, that first you have to get these key points in mind. Okay, and it's easy, 2 or 3 things, off of which you can develop what you're going to say. And you need more vocabulary. Okay, you need lots of vocabulary. I need you to give me your phone numbers. Guys, do you have WhatsApp?
Yes,
Guys,
teacher.
okay, so let's form a WhatsApp group right now, because I need to start sending you like uh, other material that you can benefit from, so that you can start learning more and more and more and more and more. You cannot, stop learning. You have to keep learning, from watching videos, from listening to songs, from reading newspapers, from everything, if you want to improve your English, because you can continue like this. I get to ask you one question, and then you're like thinking and rethinking over and over again what to say. That happens because there is no vocabulary, not enough to hold the
And
conversation going.
did, did I did it well or wrong?
You're doing better. You're doing a lot
Teacher,
better. You know? Yes, Maria.
teacher, I want Git's opinion.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
And, choose it a university. For example, when I choose this university,
Mhm.
I see that the university offers programs distance.
Mhm.
Uh, in this way, I can study, and in my other times, I can work. Uh,
Yes. Yes. That, for example, I chose this university for the same reason. I never had the chance to go I live in Bucaramanga, and I never had the chance to go to WIS. WIS is the best university we have here, but I couldn't go to WIS because I have to work. You know, I have to pay for my everything. I have to pay for my clothes. I have to pay for my rent, uh, for my food, for everything. So I either work or study. I didn't have any other choice in my case. So that's why I decided to join this university. Too late, but here I am. You know how old I am? I am 45 years old, 45. And I have been studying English all my life, but I never had the chance to go to the university.
Never is too late to learn.
It's never too late to learn. How did I learn English? By myself. By myself. I never had another
I'm,
teacher. I never had any other guidance. I was just learning by myself all the time.
I am currently learning German.
You?
Yes.
Wow, that's excellent. I speak a little German.
Like you?
Ich kann Deutsch machen.
Yeah, yeah, I
Wie
can.
alt? Let me ask you one question. Wie alt bist du?
Wie alt? Ich bin 23 alt.
Zwei und what? 21.
23.
Oh, 23 Jahre alt.
Ja.
Okay. And wo wohnst du?
Ich lebe in Pesca, Boyacá.
Okay. And magst du Deutsch?
Yeah, yeah, ich mag es.
Okay, you see, so we can learn languages. It's not only English. I'm studying Japanese, and I sing in Japanese. I have Japanese friends, and I'm I'm looking forward to improving in this language as well. English for me is a piece of cake. English has been always easy. I don't know why. English is not difficult. English is not difficult because if you try to analyze languages, like the grammar behind English is not that difficult. Everyone can handle it. English works pretty much the same way as English. You have a subject, you have a verb, you have an object, you have a complement. So it's like Spanish. I don't know why you have some people have in mind that English is the other way around. That English is, uh, they say al revés, right? English is not the other way around. English is just the way it is. It's got its own rhythm, its own accent, yes, but it's not that difficult. That's what I want to say. So please, you can do it. You can do it, and you have lots of time to do it better than me. I'm almost 50 years old. You guys are in your 20s. So you are beginning, and the most important thing is that you started, studying here at UNAT, and you made the best decision. You made the best decision because you have the opportunity to study and to do other things. So excellent. Okay, guys. So I think that's all for today. And I need you to bear with me because I have my temper, Like I've been a teacher for so many years. So we have to be demanding of as teachers. If you are not demanding, then you don't do anything. The teacher doesn't push us, to try harder. So that's why I'm like this. I'm here to help you, and I hope you can continue improving little by little. Okay. So that was all for today. I wish I could stay longer, and have a nice one. See you next time. Bye bye.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take
Bye,
care.
teacher.
Bye
Okay.
bye,
Bye
teacher.
bye. Take care. Bye bye.